EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you...
Touchdown Raiders! Dante Thornton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, what a move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw, Purdy. Up in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. At the 5-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Once again, it's Genty. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
A 4-yard loss.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's more on the return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go to the attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
San Francisco.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Out of the gun, Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
49ers 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Smith. And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Genty is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Gino. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And bulldozing his way through. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49ers offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 53 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Oh, a jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Escaping the pressure right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first.
22 yards.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on
now
the
another
pickup.
timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Two yards to go, second down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now Geno. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
For another Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The final shot here before break, Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the 49er first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2nd and a couple. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, 49ers.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7 and a 49er first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now he's forced out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. That's good. A completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, 49ers.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. Purdy. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score.
So that one a 13-play drive in total.
17.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raiders offense ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. Thornton, the motion man right. Geno now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Smith. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 43, here's second and a yard. Up the middle, it's Genty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, it's Genty. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, that's my man. I got him.
Throwing now is Geno. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The carry here for the big tight end. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to punch it in with Genty. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Purdy and the Niners down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Purdy to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw is Purdy. Called in left side here by Jennings.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Purdy to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Now first and goal. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Purdy. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 24.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Smith down to a knee here, and that should just about do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.